Hello children, again welcome you all for the English class. So in the last session where we had stopped, the boy was near the military officer and he was talking to a soldier to go inside the commander office. So what the soldier will allow him or no inside, we'll see now, okay. So he is trying to convince soldier here to get inside the commander office. So what soldier will do now? The sentry spoke. So he is convincing him. Now what sentry will do? The sentry spoke into the field officer, field telephone. A sipahi came to the sentry post and took the boy to the commander Sahib. Who are you? And why did you want to see me? The commanding officer asked. So that they called to the commander officer, and a sipahi came over there and he took him to the commander officer. Then what commander officer is asking here? Who are you? Why did you want to meet me? So why you wanted to meet me? The commanding officer asked. Then what boy tells here? We'll see. My name is Makbul Bhatt. My father was awarded a medal for bravery. He died fighting for the nation. My mother and I live here now. So boy is giving introduction about him. So who is this boy now? He is telling that my name is Makbul. So what is that boy's name now? My name is Makbul Bhatt. My father was awarded a medal for bravery. So even my father was a soldier and he was awarded for a bravery. He died fighting for the nation. So he was a soldier. His father was a soldier and he died fighting for the nation. My mother and I live here now. Only me and my mother stays here now. I was watching the plane when I heard an anti-craft gunfire. So I was just watching the plane and the aircraft gunfire and saw the plane become unsteady. Means I saw all this scene while the plane was falling down. I saw him fall to the ground. I knew I must save him. So I thought that I should help him. The enemy was just a little distance away. So enemy was there itself. It was very near for him. I ran to bring him back by a shortcut. When I reached him, I found that he could not walk. So I had tried to take him and I was trying to bring him here, but he was completely injured. So I could not bring him here. The boy is telling. When I reached him, I found that he could not walk. He was bleeding and he told me not to worry about him, but to try and get this packet to you and tell you that it must reach Ambala tonight. It is very important. So the boy is explaining that I was trying to bring him here with the shortcut way, but he said that I can't walk now, but I can save myself. What you have to do now, you take this paper and hand over to the officer, and he is telling that it should go to Ambala by tonight. It is very important document, it seems. So this boy is telling to that whatever happened in that forest, he is explaining to the commanding officer here. Son, weren't you afraid of the enemy? So when the soldier heard this story, he was completely surprised and shocked, and he is asking, you are so small boy, you are not scared the enemy. The officer is asking here. So officer is asking, you are not afraid of the enemy. Then what boy is telling here? My father told me never to be afraid of the enemy. They can't do a thing if our number is not written on the bullet. So boy is telling that my father always used to tell that we should not get scared with the enemy. If our name is not written on that bullet, on their bullet, we cannot die. So how much ever possible we have to try to save our nation. So this is what my father would tell me. So I was not at all scared. Then what? So officer says, good. You are indeed and the brave son of a brave soldier. So here the officer is appreciating him. What he is telling? Very good. You are indeed the brave son. You are a brave son of a brave soldier. How? Like your father was brave, in same way even you are a brave son. Has the enemy been able to catch the pilot? So here commanding officer is asking him the further details. So what happened over there? The the enemy could catch the soldier, our soldier. Then what boy says? I don't know, sir. I could not wait to see. I had to carry out my orders first. I know where he fell. I also know where the enemy lines are. So boy is telling that I don't know exactly, but I could not wait there because the soldier, it was the order that I should bring these papers immediately to you near you people. So I could not wait there to see them, but I know where he fell and also where the enemy lines are. So I know all the details like where enemies are and where he fell. So I can guide you. I can guide you to it with the shortcut way so that you can intercept them and cut off their retreat. So I can show you the destination. Okay, intercept means destination. I can show you the way and you can catch them. The boy is telling him. Then what? We must go at once, sir. The enemy came on foot. If you take jeeps, you will be able to surround them and catch them. So he is guiding the officer now. What he is telling? While I was coming, when I was carrying these papers, the enemy was on his feet. Means he was not having any kind of vehicle. He was just coming by walk. So what we have to do? We must go in a jeep so that we can catch them easily. The boy is guiding to the officer now. So hearing all this, brave boy's suggestion, the officer was very happy, and what he replies here? Instructions noted, sir. Action will be taken. So he is very happy with this boy's work now. So he is telling that like the boy itself, he is pretending like that boy itself is sir. So he is telling instruction noted, sir. Action will be taken. Like how you are guiding us, in the same way we are going to do it. Smiled the commanding officer, and he smiled at him, and he was very happy. 5 minutes later, the group of enemy soldiers found themselves surrounded by jeeps. There was no escape. You can see in this video, here some enemies are there. Immediately all soldiers' jeeps came and surrounded them with their jeeps. There was no escape. They can't escape only. You can see here, everywhere they are surrounded with their jeeps and they caught them. One of them started to run, but realized that it was of no use. Throwing down his gun, he raised his hands above his head. The enemy was rounded up and the pilot rescued. So one enemy was trying to escape, but suddenly he could not because he was surrounded with so many jeeps and soldiers over there. So he just sat down and he raised his hands. And the soldier who was injured, he is rescued by the soldiers now. So after that, what will happen? He was bleeding, for he had been dragged along when he failed to rise and walk even when prodded with bayonets. He was muttering something inherently, "Boy, package." He could say no more. The pilot was taken to the military hospital at once. So in that situation only, this soldier is trying to ask that boy that, where you kept that cocaine, did you give them? The soldier was asking to the boy. Then they took him to the hospital, military hospital. Makbul, thank you my brave son. Now you must be taken home. Your mother will be worried about you. So the soldier is telling him that, thank you so much Makbul, you have done a great job today. So now your mother might be waiting for you, so we have to take you near there. Then what boy replies here? I am Makbul Bhatt, son of India. This is my land and these are my brothers. It is here that I was born and nurtured. So here he is telling that I am Makbul Bhatt. He is telling his full name, and with lot of confidence, with a great confidence, he is telling that I am Makbul Bhatt, son of India. This is my land and these are my brothers. So you all are like my brothers. It is here that I was born and nurtured. My father's blood is mixed with the soil of this land. So my father's blood is mixed with this soil, land, and my mother's tears water the earth on which our So he is just giving an example that my father's blood is there on this earth, and my mother's tears is like a water for our field where we grow our crops, grains. My loyalty rests here with my brothers, blood relations of the soil. For we have broken bread on the same land. So we got food here, and my father's blood is mixed in this soil, and my mother's tears is like water where we grow the grains. So it is my duty. This I have to do. The boy is telling here to the soldier. The boy who had been standing crumpled up all of a sudden. So immediately what happened here? Somebody shooted him. He fell down. Who shooted him? The enemy fire had hit his leg. So one of the enemy part, somebody had escaped. Immediately he shooted him. That enemy shooted him, hit his leg, and blood was dropping from the wound. So blood was leaking from his leg. The commanding officer gathered the following figure on his arms and carried the child to the ambulance. So immediately he took near the ambulance. The boy stilled and grimaced with pain. So he was suffering, but still what he is telling now, Major Dogra moved swiftly to him and gently eased his leg into a more comfortable position. So he just took his leg and he kept him in a comfortable position. The commanding officer frowned in worry. He was very sad, and he was very sad for that boy, because the boy is sacrificing his life. It was not at all his matter, but still he is trying. The age is only playing, eating and roaming, but instead of that, the boy is giving a lot of contribution, a big contribution to save our nation. So the soldier, the commanding officer is very sad here. And what he will do after this? Makbul smiled through his dirt-streaked face. A soldier never weeps, sir. So he himself is consoling that commanding officer, saying that a soldier never weeps, sir. He never cries. Another voice from somewhere far away, lost in the distance ear, seems to say. So suddenly, commanding officer, this dialogue, when this boy said that the soldier never weeps, sir, then suddenly this officer remembered somebody. Before this, I heard this sentence from one of our soldiers. Who is that? He was just recalling. Then, a soldier never runs from the enemy. Father, you told me so. So the boy is telling by himself that, see here, he is thinking about flashback. So Makbul's father, once he had told to this commanding officer that what he was saying, a soldier never weeps, sir. So he is remembering now. A soldier never runs from the enemy. Father, you told me so. He must face the bullets even when they tear his chest to shreds. So if we are dying also, we should not get scared with the enemy. We must fight till our end. Yes, my son, a soldier must not weep, but a father's heart weeps and bleeds with the blood of his son. I received the PVC for my son in 1971 war. So he is telling that, of course, we should not weep, but as a father, we can't control ourselves seeing our sons in this place. So he is telling the story that once upon a time, even I had a son in which year? 1971 war, and I lost my son. He is crying, he is very emotional now, and he is telling to that boy, he must have been very brave. You too are very brave. So like my son only, even you are very brave boy. The officer is telling him. Then, it will be alright. I am soldier's son, and I too will become a soldier when I grow up. So with proud, the boy is replying to that commanding officer, saying that even one day, even I will become a soldier, and I too, when I grow up, even I will become a soldier. So boy is telling to the commanding officer, you, my child, you are already soldier. So he is telling that in future you are not going to become a soldier. You are already a soldier. You became already a soldier with your bravery. He is appreciating him. You too are very brave, sir. Don't worry. It will be all right. I am a soldier's son and I too will become a soldier when I grow up. So soldier, when he said this, soldier is telling that you are already a soldier. There is no need to become again a separate soldier. With your bravery, already you achieved it. We are proud of you. So officer is telling, we are proud of you and hope that someday you will lead our army with the same daring and courage that you have showed today. So he is telling that I am really very proud of you. You be like this only.